Welcome to Star Trek Lost Stars. My name's Tony Morrow. What'd you think of that new intro? It's a bit of a work in progress, but so far, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Right off the bat, let's get to it. We are starting a little bit early today just for a slight time constraint. It is currently 2:15 on the Pacific Coast, West Coast, North America, and normally we come to you at 2:30. A little bit earlier today just because I've got to take my dog to the vet, and we got some stuff to dig into here, so I want to make sure we get through that quickly for you. So in case you didn't see it, here is the sort of thumbnail for this episode. As you can see, I originally thought that I was going to use this as the countdown timer, but instead I was able to finish that intro video. As you can see here, a little bit of a retcon for what happened last time we did our live stream yesterday. So a little bit of an update, and let's get to it. So here we go. You can see that there is a bit of an update to the map. So the big thing was that the C4, the dreadnought that had been on our homeworld, hadn't moved out and done any exploration. So we did that. No real change, obviously, in the economy. The big thing was just the exploration to this point in the corner, which is sort of the whole point. That needed to be opened up so that the tug that's here can go and build a base there, which gives us reach to get to eventually Alpha 19. So we're getting there ASAP, doing the best we can to get to Alpha 19 and just see if there is a wormhole there. Other than that, again, let's quickly go to the spreadsheet. I'll zoom in a little bit easier here. You can see here that there are no big changes. Obviously, no economic changes whatsoever. SSDD, same stuff, different day. So I made a little bit of it because this is just a new spreadsheet that came with the turn, the retcon from the game master. The amendments or the changes that we made from the last game or from the last live stream are not there, but that's okay. No big deal. As you cannot see my hand, there we are. As you can see here, all things are the same. So big milestones for this turn. We got MTech. We are currently moving our way towards that mysterious wormhole that we think is there, and the mysterious species that could be the former enemies of the old kings, or perhaps remnants of the old kings, and we want to take them out. In the meantime, what we looked at when it came to the fleet distribution was that, generally speaking, we're middle of the road. We're statistically on the top end of the statistical norm when it comes to income, being that we're still making 50.5 EP. But we are sort of middle of the road when it comes to total offensive firepower, but on the lower end of the ship count. The big reason why that's important is because we have 3 neighbors that border us, and out of those 3, 2 of them have fleets that are bigger than ours. One of which, the Federation, brings more total bang to the party. They have more attack factors, more defense factors, and just overall more ships. So really important for us to be able to build up our fleet. Special note, the player who's playing the Federation, who is basically, as of right now, other than the Tholians, or Big Red, has the sort of one of the larger fleets. Interesting to note, 2 games ago, when he played and he was a neighbor to the guy who's in the middle, he got creamed because he didn't build enough ships early. And so what ended up happening, he just didn't appreciate, didn't understand, didn't have the experience to know that you needed a sort of a big fleet. This was the same mistake that I made early on in my first game. The only difference was that I had done the tech rush, and so that there was an advantage there. I had the tech ships, like I had the more potent ships. I just didn't have a lot of them. And because of the way the map was, I was able to sort of pick my front or my channel of attack with the opponent, who was the guy who's playing the Tholians, Big Red. Yeah, so I ended up losing that game to Big Red, but at least in the early stages, I didn't get sort of steamrolled the way that the guy who plays the Feds, the guy who is playing the Feds this turn, or this game, got steamrolled a couple games ago. But again, that was his first time, and you always learn the most on your first try. And boy, has he learned. You'll notice that let's just take a quick look at his distribution here. So a couple things to note here. One, let's just take away the ships. He's got his bases are pretty much every 2 hexes. So very good distribution of bases to be able to reinforce each other and provide them sort of backup. So it's really good. It's very well sort of distributed. He's also, like I said, got a lot of ships, and he's probably he's the strongest economy on the board. So that's a huge thing. One of the things you might notice here is that the tug that had come through went up a weird way. Not sure what the deal is there. I think it's trying to sort of head out, maybe north to us. I'm not sure exactly what the rationale here is, but Obviously, not necessarily too much of a concern for us, but it's something to think about that's there. Other than that, no other big changes on the board that we can see. Big Red. I just think it's funny. I keep calling him Big Red. So Big Red, the Tholians here, still doing a great job at exploring. They're actually, I would argue, they're probably one of the most effective at exploring space at the moment. They're doing very, very well at that. We're doing decent, but we're kind of falling behind, I think. You look at the Paravians, they're doing extremely well at it. And the Battletech / Batman faction down below is sort of in the same ballpark as we are. So one of the things to think about is for us to be able to improve our ability to explore and expand our borders. One of the key things to think about is what can we do? What can we put out there to be able to increase our ability to explore? One of the things that's key is we have survey ships, and then we have the dreadnoughts. Because of the size of their ship, they have, if we build dreadnoughts with prime teams, they have a very significant chance, a much greater chance to be able to explore and discover new territory as possible. As we also know, our dreadnoughts can be upgraded to the C4B variant, which is very valuable for us. So really, at the end of the day, building dreadnoughts for us is it's a good value prop. The only other thing to think about is we need to start building sort of a collection of other ships, including things like the new M ships that we have available. So the D6 and the E4. E4 being the 4-3 attack frigate versus the E3, which is the 3 attack frigate. So little things to think about here, but let's dive straight into the spreadsheet. Okay, so let's do this real quick. As far as we know that we're going to be at peace until turn 80, at least that's the anticipation. We're going to keep our economy pretty much the same way. We know that, so we got the tech there. And so let's just do a quick little, just a guess. Let's see here. So we know that we have 3 frigate slipways we need to upgrade. We have a cruiser slipway, and we want to upgrade one of the frigate slipways. So let's say 4 right off the top. So 1, so hold on, copy that, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 5 EP across the board here. Okay, what if we were to put 10 here? Okay, and we put, just trying to think as I go here. So let's say, for example, here, new note, we're going to upgrade 2 slipways. We're going to upgrade, let's say we'll upgrade a D slipway. This is in fall, right? So we can't build anything in fall. So let's upgrade 2 times E slipways to M-Tech, right? Let's put another here, another 10 here, and let's upgrade, new note, upgrade D and E slipways to M-Tech. So now if we do this, we know that by turn 77, we will have 3 E slipways or frigate slipways and 1 cruiser D slipway. Now, one of the things we talked about is not necessarily upgrading our F slipways. Well, if we upgrade our F slipways, they can down build the E2, or sorry, the E4. We can do 2 down builds a turn. So we can do that. In addition to that, we can also upgrade one of the destroyer slipways into a cruiser slipway. Let me just pull that up. Give me 1 second, and I'll grab that from the campaign info here. So all right, pulling that up now. Okay, so let's take operations. I have a feeling it's economics. Economics, here we go. So you can see here that we have a DD slipway, DD slipway is 15. A C is slipway is 25. So we need to spend 10 EP to upgrade that slipway. Okay. 10 EP to upgrade the slipway. And then if we upgrade the slipway, the question is, do we have to upgrade the tech at the same time? I don't know that we can do it concurrently. Like we can't spend, we'll have to get a clarification from the GM. I don't remember, because I don't remember doing this last time. I think I had the slipways already established and I just upgraded them. So let's take a stab at this. We'll allocate money to upgrade the slipway, and then we'll upgrade the tech. So let's go back to our, okay, so we've got upgrade 2 E slipways, upgrade the D and the E slipway to M tech. Now we're going to upgrade 2 XF slipways to M tech. Just have to put in the 10 there. And then new note, upgrade F slipway to M tech. So that's 5 EP to do that. And then upgrade F slipway, whoops. F slipway to upgrade F slipway to D slipway equals 10 EP. So this term we're going to put 15 here. Let's see what happens. Okay, we're good. We're still in the, oh, you know what? Hold on. I have a feeling this is going to go south real fast. Okay, so first of all, let's put in our R&D for all these. We'll go up to turn 81 here, paste. So we don't have the R&D in place for all of our stuff. So let's put the R&D in place for all our stuff that we're doing. We don't need any more in phasers. We don't need any more in disruptor bolts. We do need more in speed to get to GW. We're going to need more in tractor beams. And we're going to need more. I don't know if we want to put more in. All right, let's just take a quick look. So if we look at R&D, so let's go over to labs. Labs. Can you okay, so labs there, right next to my head. Okay, as we scroll down, we can see that we've got 2 max, and then the next big thing is we get 3 R&D teams. That's valuable, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's not worth the R&D investment at the moment. So let's invest in the scout function, basically the GW tech for now. This is a big, like this is not an insignificant financial investment. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, so we've put in basically the 10 EP that we have for all those. That's good. Okay, that's good. Okay. So we're total expenses and our current treasury. So basically, as you can see here, we're spending just a little bit shy of our total. So it looks like in turn 76, we're spending in a very small deficit, and then it's growing from there. So let's just do a recap. So E slipways, 2 of the E slipways are upgraded to M tech. The last of the 3 slipways are upgraded to M tech, and the cruiser slipway are upgraded to M tech. We have our 2 F slipways upgraded to M tech, so that's our best combination currently. And this is our last slipway, F, upgraded to a D, and and it has upgraded to M tech. Perfect. Okay, that's great. So let's see if we can build ships concurrently. So we know we're at a slight deficit here. I don't want to maybe push that. In this column, we'll have 3 so the building phase happens first. So when you upgrade a new slipway, you can build from it right away. So in this case, this will be spring. So in spring, we can build burn brain will kick in any second here. We can build cruisers and we can build the E4. Now, also in turn 77, you will see that we get the D6. So that's a big boom for us. So we're going to get the D6M. So let's just do a quick check at the MSIT here. We can see that as we scroll down to the D6, so the D6 costs 7.5 to build, which again I feel like is a bit of a ripoff. I don't understand why it's 7.5. It's a 7 attack ship. Why shouldn't it just be straight 7? Versus the D7, which is 7.5. That makes sense. The D7's only. I feel like we're getting hosed on that. Bugger lugs. All right. Well, anyways, that's what it is. So let's say here. Now I'm pretty sure we're not going to build it, but let's just put 7.5 in. Oh, nice. Okay. Quick little go back here. So let's go down to our E4s. So the E4 is 2.5 to build. We can build 3 of them at a pop. So if we built 3 of those, that is, my brain will kick in, 7.5, which is exactly the same number there. So we can build, new note, we're going to build 3 times E4, right? E4M. 7.5 EP. Bang. Okay. So we can build those guys. That's great. And so 7.5 EP. And what else we got here? So what's interesting, I'm just thinking about this. The F4 is a 3-4 ship. The E4 is a 4-3 ship. One brings more attack, one has more defense. What's more valuable, do you think? I feel like it's cheaper. Well, let's just take a look. I don't need to think about it. The 2.5, it's same cost to build. So it's a 3-4 or 4-3. So do you want to be offensive or defensive? How long do you think you can last in a fight? That, I think, is the question. The more ships that we can bring to a fight, the better. So I say we just build the E4s, especially since they can move faster. There are more advantages to this particular ship. Quick little check on the D6. Yeah, still got an 8 command factor. And so this makes sense. The D6S. What's the D6S? Hold on. That's drone bombardment. All right, so we can upgrade the D6 into the D6C for 2 EP. Now, why is that important? Because you can do that upgrade at a space dock. The question here, though, is, so space docks are Y-Tech and star bases are M-Tech. So can you do that upgrade at a Y-Dock? We'll have to ask that question. Let's put that question in the notes, and we will ask the GM shortly. Oh, and the D6Y is a carrier. Oh, but that doesn't come till 166. Bugger lugs. Okay. So we got 7.5. We get a small deficit, so I think we're just going to leave it there. And then let's just map this out. Okay, so it starts to snowball here. Yeah. Okay. Upgrade 2 F slipways to M-Tech. Yeah, so we can't do that. But in the next turn, we can. So bang, 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 bang. Good. And this guy is going to build a base. New note. So the next place we're going to build a base is right here in FF19. So FF19 YBS construction. my goodness, construction, completion date. If it's built in 105 fall, it'll be 106 fall that it will be completed. Bang. Okay, so here we go. Because of our sort of economic constraint, this is where we're at. So we can only build so many ships at a time. And because we're upgrading the slipways, it's a significant expense. So at the end of this cycle, between 76 and 80, we're going to have a total of 2 cruiser slipways, 2D slipways that'll allow us to build 1D cruiser in spring and fall respectively, so 1 in each. We will have 2 upgraded F slipways. And we will have 3 upgraded E slipways that will allow us to build in 1 turn 5 E4Ms, which is a total of 15 attack factor. Sorry, 20 attack factor, 15 defense factor, and a D6M, which is a 7, straight up 7. So we can produce a 27-22 fleet every turn, assuming we have the income for that, once the slipways are sorted out. And why is that important? Because as soon as we go to war, if we go to war, we can start pumping those out en masse. Now, the only other thing we need to start building is our dreadnoughts. We have to keep building our dreadnoughts. Now, you'll see here that, for example, we've got, there's going to be some options or some opportunity here as we explore more for this deficit to be tamped down a bit, because if we explore and discover more territory, then that will help us. As it stands now, I don't think we're going to take any of the we're not going to take any of the C4s off the front line at this point. We probably want to keep as many of them operational as possible because they're great for exploration. We're going to start building some more, and as we build more, we're going to build out those C4Bs. And then as soon as we have the opportunity, we'll cycle the other C4s back to upgrade them to C4Bs. Just as a quick sort of, where are we at here? Okay. Just mindful of the time. I have a hard timing to be able to carry on with, so those are M-era ships. So I wonder, is the C4B, C7... Okay, let's go to Y-era ships. C4. I'm just trying to see where it would be here. M-era? There we go. C4B, straight up 8. And B4B, nice. And then the C6. So the C4B is going to be a great ship. I think the C6 is going to take us to the next level. And then, of course, we can build battleships. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so, but let's take a moment and scroll this up. We don't really need to care too much about that. So we'll scroll this up again. All right, so let's do a real quick assessment on the movement. So let me switch to the other side here. And so here we are. So effectively no major change in our strategy. We're going to continue the exploration as we've indicated. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to indicate to the game master that we're going to have D3 Echo. Again, focus on getting to the N23 November 23 hex right here. And so whether it's, you know, Oscar or November or even Papa, like whatever these hexes you need to explore, and then get to the next one and then get to here. That's the way he's going to do that. The C4, this particular C4 can continue with its sort of trajectory of building out this, because what's great about that is that's sort of the next line of where the bases are going to be. And those bases will then support the bases up here on the front line with the border. So we'll continue that building cycle. And this Tango 4 tug is going to move here and build on F19. And I think what we're going to do is initially, the C4 will go capture the colony ship, and then so I confirmed with the GM, the colony ship transforms a resource into a colony. Why does that matter? Resources don't grow. Colonies do. Colonies can become something else. Let me take you real quick to the early campaign here. So here's something to think about. Colonies and their ability to grow. I want you to look at the very top. I'm going to zoom in here so that it's a little easier to see. Look here at the very top. Population growth distance from homeworld in hexes. 0 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9, and so on. So we want to get as close to the homeworld with our resource as we can. Let's take a quick look at the map. Let's just take away all the ships and bases so it's easier to look at. So here's our homeworld. 1, 2, 3. Bang. That's our target right there. The colony ship will go to Papa 17, make that a planet, and then that will have the greatest opportunity to grow. How much opportunity, you say? Well, let's go back. 0 to 3, the opportunity for it to grow is essentially 50-50 into a colony. Well, sorry, it'll grow into a colony when we apply the ship, but then it's a 50-50 chance for it to grow to a developing planet, slightly less from a developing to a minor, and so on and so forth. So, but it's going to increase, and once it gets to a developing planet, that's a 2 income versus a 1. That's a, like I say, this is a significant opportunity for it to increase in size. And again, because of the because of its proximity to the homeworld, we give it its best chance to do that. So let's bring the ships back and the bases back, and let's get to it. All right, so we've got the money taken care of. Let's go to movement. We're going to copy our battle movement, or sorry, our intent tab from the previous one, and we're just make some edits here. So let's zoom in. I can't zoom in. Okay, so battle group blood. It has integrated with home fleet. So let's just take a quick look at home fleet, make sure it is what we think it is. C4, D4, and 8 F4s. So that's great. That's perfect. In fact, what we should do, if I look, take a quick look at our MSIT, the C4B is going to be available in 122. C4B, where are you? It's available in turn 79. So I think in turn 70, based on where we're at, I think in turn 80, it should go back to the homeworld to be upgraded in the next turn. So we'll position it so that it'll be ready to upgrade in turn 81. Fait du sens? Excellent. My quick French there. Okay. Battle group blood. We are going to change this now to home fleet. C4 will move to homeworld in turn 80. Just want to confirm that it can get there in one turn. 1, 2, yep. Turn 80 for upgrade to C4B. Whoops. 4B in 81. Turn 81. And I'm going to put in brackets here, unless upgrade, which I believe is a 2-point upgrade. Let's just take a quick look. I think I might be wrong on that, actually. The upgrade is, yeah, it's a 3-point upgrade, so it has to go to the homeworld. Regardless. All right. Movement. Here we go. Unless upgrade can be conducted at YDK. Okay, so we'll just put in that as a safety, but I'm pretty sure YDKs can't do a 3-point upgrade, so that it can only happen at the shipyards. So that will head back there. But nonetheless, we're going to put that in there just as a CYA cover your tail situation. So the D4E in the north, where is it now? It is currently in Golf 10. So let's upgrade that. It is in Golf 10. We'll continue to explore northwestern up to the Tholian border. That's fine. Happy for it to continue in that way. The D4E will continue to explore around. Yeah, okay. It's the D4A wormhole. Yep. D4E will explore south towards November 23. Yep. Okay, so that's still working well. YFES in the vicinity of Victor 28, which is still this guy. We'll continue explore west along the Fed board towards Paravian. Yep. YFES in the southwest Paravian border. So where is it now? It is in... Oh, it hasn't moved from JJ18. Very nice. Okay, so I'm going to do something here to kind of draw attention to this, to the game master, because one of the things we identified was that because of everything that was going on, the game master was unfortunately missed a few things. So we're going to try and help draw attention to certain things so those things don't get missed. So Tango 27. Tango 27. Yeah, I don't need it to be italics, but I will bold it. D3E. So D4E, we'll do that. Yep. This, again, just brings visual attention to the fact that things... Whoops. Okay. This one was in X-ray 10. I think it's currently still in X-ray 10. Good. Boom. Whoops. So again, what we're doing is we're putting the italics on it, bold and italics, to be able to draw attention to it for the game master. Okay, so this one is currently in Kilo 20. All right. So it's in Kilo 20. So we'll move to capture colony ship. And escort it to Papa. We said it's going to go to Papa 17. Let's go to Papa 17 to upgrade resource to colony. C4 will then move to homeworld for upgrade. C4B. Okay. And then the C4, there we go, just bold and italics. Whoops. And italics. We'll move to the vicinity, and okay, so it's right there. Mm-hmm. So right now it will continue to explore in the vicinity of Foxtrot 19. Okay, so what we're going to do is explore in this area, and away we go. That's the intent. Including within... I'm just going to put within the neutral zone there because two things. One, everyone's exploring within the neutral zone, and we want to explore that piece first. So we're going to explore in the neutral zone. Including within neutral zone. Within neutral zone. NZ first. Okay, so we're just going to highlight this piece with a bold and an underline. Okay. Okay, base building. So again, we're just going to split this up. So base building. So right now, base building to the end of turn 80. And as we know, we're only building one base in that period of time in Foxtrot 19. But we can move other ships to be ready to build. So we have this convoy already pre-positioned. These guys built their base. And so I think we're going to move these guys down to Juliet 9. So let me see. T4 LL Lima 8. Okay. Okay, base building. T4 E2. So these guys are in Lima 8. We'll move to... They're currently in Lima 8. We'll move to Juliet 9. Juliet 9 for YBS construction. Okay. The Tango 18 guys, which were over here, they're in position, ready to go. Confirm that's Tango 12. Yep, Tango 12. So here's the question. They're there. Should we maybe move them? Yeah, I'm going to... Yep. Whiskey 14. To Whiskey 14. And have Y convoy strat move to Whiskey 14. For YBS construction. Juliet 13. Who is that? Juliet 13. Okay, so he's currently in Hotel 12. There's a base there. They're going to move to Juliet 13. Hotel 12 will move to Juliet 13 for YBS construction. Okay. Boom. That's good. Okay. New builds. So we'll just take that out. Build E4M to keep budget from surplus, maintain small deficit. will form fleet at homeworld. Okay, diplomacy. The Hey, here's a quick question for you, everybody. If you're watching me do this, this could be a little boring, I can imagine. Would you prefer me to play some music in the background or loop something in the background? If so, I can absolutely do that. But I would love to hear your notes in the comments to see if that's something you'd like. I think I would. I'll look into that for the next live stream. I won't do it right this second because we're pressed for time. But I'll get her done here and help with the next one. So let's see here. Right. So diplomacy, D4N will strat move to Tango 14. Okay. So obviously we have to take that out. Hold on. Take that out. We'll improve planetary attitude until at maximum. Once Whiskey 14 is at maximum, move Cadrak and capital system. Okay, there we go. Boom. Others. E1 bottle. So going back to the map and scrolling down. Close that out. Bottle 1 is going to move and escort the... I wonder if it's... You know what? I'm going to add here that Romeo 29 T4 will, because the base is already built, right? Base is done. We'll move to Tango 29 for base construction. Yeah. It was Tango 29, correct? Tango 29. Okay, new builds. So bottle will move to escort T4. Got it. And bottle 2 will move to... Oh, look at that. We'll move to escort T4. Okay, so move northwest to Alpha 19 and transit the wormhole. Investigate for the wormhole. Okay. All right. So there we go. So our intent is done. We have the C4 moving for the upgrade, all the different exploration instructions, base building, which again, the only real base we're going to be building is in Foxtrot 19. Oh, I guess, we really haven't stated that one. Let's put that one at the top of the list, shall we? Let's see here. Hotel 18. T4 will move to FF19 for base build. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay, that's done. Just a quick check. We've got R&D up to 81. Good. We've got our tech trees already sorted out. And we got our build up to turn 80. And the instruction is to go to turn 80. So I just put in to turn 81 just in case, because we'll get up to turn 81 and I'll need to have a prompt that we'll have to continue the R&D. So far, so good. Balance is looking good. Remembering that we have to keep a small deficit. We can only go up to a -10. That's the maximum deficit we can have. And if we leave, we can't carry over money to the next turn. So because we can't carry money over to the next turn, we need to make sure that we spend all the money that we have. And therefore, it is advantageous to be able to have a small surplus. A deficit somewhere between, minus whatever to up to -10. It just depends on the timeliness or the urgency of what you're building. And in this case, as we identified, it's important for us to be able to build the infrastructure, i.e. slipways, to be able to build these ships. And so, as described, we're going to be building this fleet of E4Ms, and we're going to be supplementing that with C4Bs, which we will be upgrading. We can only do one 3-point upgrade at a time. So, as the C4s show up at the homeworld, we'll have ships being upgraded. So yeah, that's it. That's how we're looking at the moment. Yeah, let's hit the quick save button on that. File, save as, browse. Actually, hold on. Before we do that and I show you all the wonderful things on my hard drive, let's switch over. Okay. Okay, so here we are. We're going to be saving this to the Star Trek campaign info. Turn 76 alpha. Boom. I'm going to replace that. We're good. I'm also going to save the turn file. Save. And this one is turn 80. No, this is turn 76. So we'll replace that map. Save. And we're good. That's where we're at. So we know that in 2 turns, Bottle will reach Alpha 19, and we'll figure out what the hell's there, if anything. And all their other ships will continue to do what they're doing. As a quick check, I'm just going to, we're at 3 o'clock, so I've got to get going here for my my dog's vet appointment. But let's just take a quick look at the chat. So I can see that no chat, although we had as many as 2 folks checking out our live stream today on YouTube, and no chat on the Twitch stream. Okay, that's all good. Thank you if you're watching this after the fact, thank you so much for joining us. And if you like this content, I know this particular one might have been a little boring, and I apologize. But if you like this content, then please feel free to check us out over on YouTube, the other videos that you see here on Twitch. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. And if you want to see more, then the subscribe button, the follow button, always a good way. And if you really want to participate in this, then head on over to patreon.com/LostStars, and you can check out our Patreon, and you can join our top secret Discord for strategic planning and sort of war planning and strategic conferences, shall we say? We're talking about who we want to pick fights with and when that's going to happen, if that's going to happen at all. But either way, you can join our top secret Discord where we can talk about the direction of the game, where you want to take it, and what you want to do. Patreon.com will give you options. Patreon.com/LostStars, you'll find options there to be a warrior within the Klingon Navy. You can take command of a ship. You can take control of a small task group, an entire fleet of up to 10 ships, or become a governor within a province here within the Klingon Empire. We're getting to the size now where we can start divvying that up. And as it stands now, we could break it up into as many as 6 different governorships, if we want to call it that. Which border do you want to take control of? Do you want to pick a fight with Big Red or defend against that potential invasion? Do you want to see the Mongol horde that are the Paravians and see what they want to do? Or are you just a classic Klingon versus Fed guy or gal and want to see what stirring up trouble in the border with the Feds would look like? Or are you more diplomatic in nature and you just want to see us get along with everybody? Perhaps not very Klingon of you, but nonetheless, if that's what you want to do, then that's what you get to do. Just join us at patreon.com/LostStars and see how you can participate in this game. With that being said, my name's Tony. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the next live stream, Saturday, 2:30. Next Saturday, that is, at 2:30. I'll see you then.